At AAC&U, there is, within the LEAP framework, there's a category of learning outcomes referred to as personal and social responsibility. We often refer to these outcomes as orphan outcomes. They are the ones that are there but tend to be forgotten. Very little ownership sometimes of these outcomes is taken up within and across the institution, even though they're usually quite explicit within the mission statement. What faculty, what institutions should know about how we're doing with regard to civic outcomes is we don't know that much. We have some good indirect data. We have done a pretty good job through some national sources, some national surveys of asking students what they think about their civic capacities. And we know far less about their demonstration of those civic capacities. Even relative to other kinds of learning outcomes, even when we ask students about the other things that they think they're good at, critical thinking, for example, writing, oral communication, a number of other kinds of learning skills, students are actually less optimistic about their civic capacities than they are about other kinds of learning outcomes. So, and they're wildly optimistic about the things they're learning in other areas. So I think it's a time to stop and really think about what we want to know about students' civic skills, the components of their personal and social responsibility that we want to try to develop better assessment. And with regard to indirect assessment that we already have, even through national surveys or the ones that we might develop locally, being far more transparent with students, so they understand that the experiences that they're having that are clearly intended to foster some kind of civic skill building, civic learning, are intended for particular purposes, that it's not just about having the experience, it's what the experience is actually showing them with regard to their civic capacity building. And we need to be far more transparent with students about what our goal is with some of that work.